Hey, this is Erica from Educating, and this channel is teaching tips, tools, ideas, and resources for new college instructors. I've had some recent videos about designing your courses, different approaches to take, but if you're someone who the term has just started and you're scrambling, you're really behind, you're planning day by day, then this video is for you. I thought I'd give you like a really basic checklist of like, do you have these things covered in order to be able to teach in your next class period? So to start, number one, do you know what the learning objectives are for the next class period? What should your students be able to accomplish during that class or by doing the homework for that class period? So write those down, make sure they're measurable, that there's some way to assess if students are achieving those objectives. Okay, so that's step one. Once you have those, right, there's that question of, okay, like you have to be able to measure them. So then do you have activities that measure these objectives? So these might be small group activities, whole class discussions, something written down, a bigger assignment, a discussion forum, right? The sky's the limit here. But your next step here is, okay, let me make sure I have the activities needed in order to measure these objectives. Now, once you have that, your next step is, okay, do I have the resources available for students to be able to actually complete these activities well to achieve these objectives? So this might be readings they have to do, PowerPoint presentations, videos they have to watch, podcasts they have to listen to, whatever the case may be here, right? So do you have the materials prepared for them for this next class period so that they can, again, complete these activities in a timely manner per your due dates? Okay, so that's like the big three of, do you know the objectives for the class period or maybe for the week? Do you have activities that match, that will measure those objectives? And then do you have the resources that they need in order to be able to achieve those goals? Okay, so if the answer is no to any of these questions, then that's what you really want to focus on when you're doing your lesson planning, again, on this day-by-day basis. As you have more time, right, if you have more time to spare, you can think longer term, then you want to kind of look ahead and say, okay, there's these small activities in my class periods, but they should be scaffolding the unit, right? The larger assignment that's coming up. So kind of look ahead and say, okay, well, what's that larger assignment, right? What are the objectives there? Let's make sure on these day-by-day basis, we're building up to achieve that skill or to gain that knowledge so they can succeed in whatever that assignment is, okay? So that's kind of that fourth piece of think slightly bigger picture if you can, right? Because that's going to make sure that things are aligning down the road, right? So that's really, again, if you're like really struggling, you can only do the basics. Those are my basics, in my opinion, of things to consider before you teach your next class period. Again, I have tons of videos with more complex ways of lesson planning and course designing. I'll link a few below, but I thought this could be helpful at this new start of the semester for anybody who's like really scrambling at the moment. I wish you the best fall term. If you found this video helpful, click like and let me know, and I'll see you next time with a new video.